Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, I am going to discuss with you UPSC's essay paper of 2025. So guys, UPSC's this year's 2025 essay paper was really very good or awesome paper, because last few years papers where UPSC made them very difficult, and when paper is very difficult, then you won't be able to differentiate between the students who are well prepared, took efforts to prepare for essay, okay, and those who haven't studied at all, okay. And that's why paper should be reasonable to deal with, and this year's essay paper was literally very good, okay. As an essay teacher, I found this essay paper very awesome to for very good topics UPSC has given, and there was a lot of scope for students to show their analytical skill, their in-depth thinking, okay, and their philosophical side of their personality. They could reflect very good on this paper. So in this lecture, guys, I am going to give you brief overview. Okay, there will be two lectures. Section A I will discuss in this lecture. In next lecture, I will discuss with you section BK essay topics, and if I would have written, what would have been my flow, how I would have interpreted it, what would be the different angles that I would have taken, and generally I will give you a overview of the gist of those essay topics, how I would deal with them. And later on, guys, on my app course, okay, I have this my Darshanik app. On my Darshanik app, link you will get in the description. There is a comprehensive essay course and a comprehensive ethics course that will be your one-stop solution for all your essay and ethics paper needs. And there I will be uploading all these essay topics, okay, topic wise, in-depth discussion, that if I would write these essays, how I will write them from introduction to conclusion, how I will frame them, what examples I will use, etc. Very in-depth analysis and discussion of each and every topic of this essay paper I will upload separately. So before that, guys, let's see what are the essay paper topics were, and then we'll go into the section A as we go ahead. So guys, in section A, first topic was truth knows no color. Okay, very awesome essay. If I would have written, I would have chosen this essay or the last one, best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. ये जो ऐसे टॉपिक है, supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. I would have never chosen this. Even if I am a philosophical science, Pol science student, I would never choose that. And let me tell you guys, most of the students, 70-80% are going to choose this and going to get screwed very badly. Okay, ऐसे बिल्कुल भी टच मत करो, भले वो बहुत easy लगे, क्योंकि lot of students are going to write the same essay. I would have chosen, okay, any other three essays. They are very awesome. Okay, once you do my essay course, you will understand, you will develop that analytical skills, ideas, to think thoughtfully, to do deep analysis, reflection, और ऑटोमेटिकली गाइस ऐसे आप बहुत अच्छे से डील कर पाओगे उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन. सो ट्रूथ नोज नो कलर, ये तो ऐसे मेरे ऐसे सेगमेंट में जो साइंस फिलोसॉफी की थीम है, देयर आई हैव डिस्कस लॉट ऑफ आइडियाज सराउंडिंग दिस ऐसे टॉपिक. तो जो ऐसे के स्टूडेंट्स हैं मेरे, डेफिनेटली आई नो दे वुड हैव चोजन दिस ऐसे टॉपिक, ओके, क्योंकि उनके पास इतना ज्यादा रेडीमेड आइडियाज विल ऑलरेडी बी देयर. थोड़ा बहुत ऐड करके दे कुड इजीली एनरिच दिस ऐसे टॉपिक. ओके, सो इसमें भी गाइस ये जो है बेस्ट लेसन्स आर लर्न थ्रू बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस. मैंने जैसे बोला, हर एक लेक्चर पे मैं अलग से पूरा इन डेप्थ एनालिसिस डाल दूंगा कि मैं अगर वो ऐसे लिखता तो पूरे 1000 वर्ड में कौन कौन से थॉट्स ऐड करता, कौन से फ्लो में ऐड करता. दैट आई विल ऐड सेपरेटली ऑन माय ऐप कोर्स. लेकिन ये जब ऐसे पढ़ा, सबसे पहले मेरे दिमाग में आया कि अगर इसका मैं इंट्रो करता तो क्या करता. तो इसका इंट्रो गाइस, जो आपने रामधारी सिंह दिनकर, उनकी जो रश्मि रथी एक पोएम है, उसके जो कुछ लाइन्स है, वही लाइन्स से अगर, क्योंकि मैं बहुत बार वो लाइन्स सुन चुका हूं, पढ़ चुका हूं, ओके, मुझे बहुत सारी लाइक कृष्ण की चेतावनी, ये जो पार्ट है उस उनके रश्मिरथी ग्रंथ का, उसके जो कुछ लाइन्स है, ओके, आई वुड हैव रिटन देम एंड दे वेरी क्लासिकली एक्सप्लेन दिस एसे का कोर, दैट बेस्ट लेसन्स आर लर्न थ्रू बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस. तो ये जो है कि वर्षों तक वन में घूम बाधा विघ्नों को चूम चूम, स धूप धाम पानी पत्थर, पांडव आए कुछ और निखर, सौभाग्य न सब दिन सोता है, देखे आगे क्या होता है. ओके 4 लाइन में ही यू आर हिटिंग द इंट्रो, द कोर ऑफ द एसे टू द पॉइंट कि बहुत सारे बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस के बाद ही जो पांडव आए, ओके पांडव आए कुछ और निकर. So how difficulties make you stronger, change your personality, evolve you. Okay, इस इंट्रो के साथ you are telling the examiner I have understood the crux and आगे जो भी पढ़ोगे will be extremely to the point. Okay, so I will come back to this essay, we'll discuss that in detail. Okay, so basically now ये जो essay truth knows no color, तो इसमें basically there are different types of truth. Okay, and truth means no color means truth should not get truth has nothing to do with your biases, prejudices, stereotypes, opinions. Truth is objective and should remain objective, factual, absolute. So on this line you have to make some essay mein argument, but then there is a glitch, guys. Not all types of truths, okay, are free from color. There are a lot of truths like philosophical truths, they are fully of color, what do you call moral relative truths. So 300-400 words in your essay you should have written this part. Then second essay is supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. I am not even going to discuss this essay. You can ask this essay to ChatGPT or on political science, economics. If you have read in current affair, you could easily write this essay. Basically supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. So how well you are, okay, in doing political relations, management of international relation, foreign relation, how you can control any nation economically and weak that try to weak that nation. On this line you have to write. So it's more of a pol science, history, some examples and economic angle say you have to deal with the essay. Then thoughts find a world and creates one also. Man is product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes. So basically thoughts finds a world. So in this essay that our thoughts, ideas, okay, we imagine and think of an idealistic world. Okay, through our ideas we discover the working of the world, just as science में discovery. And once we discover, what matters is we should be able to turn that discovery into innovation. We should be able to create world, and many ideas philosophically also like Gandhian idea, okay, of satyagraha etc. With these thoughts he imagined a world, non-violent world, and automatically he created, okay, a socio-political order on which today satyagraha and most of the world democracies work, okay, on that idea. So how thoughts finds a world के दो interpretation हो सकते हैं that I will discuss आगे जाके. Finds a world means you imagine a world, एक ideal world you find in your thoughts, or finds a world means literally in a science के sense में we understand the world का working, like nuclear science. Okay, we researched on nuclear science, scientists researched, they found how nuclear science works. Okay, they found the working of the world, and using that they created the world. We created the nuclear bombs, we created nuclear reactors, okay, we cured cancer. So finding the world and then shaping the world, creating the world. Okay, so finds the world and shapes the world. इस पे पूरा ऐसे you have to deal with, और उसमें क्या और arguments हो सकते हैं मैं आगे ऐसे के end में I will discuss them with you. Then best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Okay, so best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. So इस ऐसे में then there is argument that obviously through bitter experiences, harsh truths when we get exposed to, we learn a lot. But then can everyone able to learn from bitter experiences? And whether bitter experiences are necessary to learn a lesson? Can't we learn from positive experiences? And if we don't learn from bitter experiences, what will be the problem? If we learn from bitter experiences, what will be the advantage? Okay, so बहुत सारे level पे you could deal this essay and can make a very awesome gist, and 1000 word में you will be able to write very beautiful essay. Okay, so these 3 topics were awesome. I really loved them. Okay, and with proper depth analytical thinking you could easily master them. Okay, and if you want one stop guidance solution for these essay topics, check out link in a description, download my app, and that 100-hour plus course, okay, you will not have to study anything else. Only thing is you have to do a lot of writing practice and master this essay writing. but all how to write essay and what to write in an essay, content ka to a great extent part I will be delivering you, and core important part more than content, the thought process, how to deal with the essay, that you need to develop, evolve, and certainly my essay lecture topics will help you with that. Then section B was, guys, also very awesome, that muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. So muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. That turbulent situation may you should be calm, composed, and more thoughtful. Your personality is meditative. You are emotionally intelligent person. That's the way you can remove the turbulence in your thoughts. So here muddy water is an analogy to our mind, and cleared by living alone means, okay, being detached and keeping distance from the turbulence. But then that gives rise to question, is leaving turbulent thoughts behind is a way to deal with the turbulence? Shouldn't we be introspecting that turbulence? Shouldn't we analyzing, going deep into that turbulence to find a deeper solutions or better meaning? So ये भी essay में you could have deal with this essay at a very awesome level. So muddy water के लिए, yes, it is best cleared by leaving it alone. You write in support of that, but you can disagree also on very solid grounds with this essay. No, muddy waters may, okay, we have to filter it. We have to remove the mud and make the water clean and ready to digest, etc. So basically, though argument may, you have to disagree in a very solid way. You could disagree with good argument. You can disagree with this essay. Then years teach much which the days never know. So what they are saying कि it's just essays on life lesson again, जो पिछले essay में life lesson पे था. So if you have chosen fourth essay in section A, then don't choose this essay. Here years teach much which the days never. So it's just a temporal dimension. We can learn more by analyzing longer part in our history. So year doesn't mean literally year and day doesn't mean literally day. Okay, but in longer time period, okay, history always make justice. Okay, जो मनमोहन सिंह जी ने अपने रिटायरमेंट के बाद कहा था, okay, कि history will do justice to me. So it's the same angle कि history will tell you who was right, who was wrong. History will tell you, okay, which thoughts which were correct and right or wrong. Okay, now for example Hitler, even in his country there is not a single road named after Hitler, single statue of a Hitler, because history over a year of span taught us more, okay, that who was correct. And now when G20 came, all G20 leaders went to Rajghat to offer their prayers. It's the only person on this planet where 20 top powerful people, okay, of this world, leaders of most 20 powerful countries, bowing down in front of only one person. Capitalist will never bow down before Karl Marx. Marxist communist of China will never bow down before the Adam Smith and others. But all these, even Russian, Chinese and all European presidents and prime ministers, okay, bow down before Gandhi, because over years and years Gandhi's thoughts proved, okay, they taught the world, okay, what is right and wrong much better level. His thoughts, okay, survived years and years. Okay, so that way you have to deal with these ideas that time will always make justice to everything. Then it is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. ये भी ऐसे जिन्होंने ethics का कोर्स मेरा अच्छे से किया है, those who have studied eudaimonia के lecture, then they will realize that happiness, success, it is best to see life as a journey. You don't find as a destination. Happiness is not some destination. Okay, you have to enjoy every day of your life. You have to enjoy every aspect of your life. You should be enjoying your journey. Basically, in simplest word, this essay what it means: if you make money to live a happy life and you don't enjoy your job, you will never be happy. Work should be your intrinsic motive. If you enjoy your work, okay, I teach because I enjoy, then I will be happy. Okay, so it is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. Okay, so life is just a journey. We don't have to go somewhere else. Whatever we live, whatever we do, we have to accept it, live it, enjoy it. Okay, and every moment, every day, every aspect of our life, when we start to cherish, ओके, इवन स्मॉल प्लीजेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ योर लाइफ से लेके फाइंडिंग डीप मीनिंग इन लाइफ एंड लिविंग दैट, एंजॉइंग दैट. ओके, तो ये ऐसे थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, बट विथ गुड फिलोसॉफिकल नॉलेज यू कुड टैकल दैट. बट दिस ऐसे आई विल एनी टाइम चूज, और इवन दिस मडी वाटर का और ऐसे टॉपिक 3. एंड देन दिस ऐसे was most easy considering all these 4. Okay, most of the students might have chosen this only. Okay, contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. अब इसमें already UPSC has asked one essay, wantlessness is utopia, materialism is chimera. This is just a new edited version of that essay. और in my app course guys, I have discussed all last 5-10 years के सारे essay topics. So those who have done my essay का course and there they have gone through दिस ऐसे टॉपिक का डिस्कशन. वांटलेसनेस इज यूटोपिया, मटेरियलिज्म इज काइमेरा, कंटेनमेंट इज नेचुरल. अब यहां पे उल्टा पूछ रहे, वांटलेसनेस इज यूटोपिया बोला था उन्होंने, अब बोल रहे कंटेनमेंट ही नेचुरल है, मिनिमलिस्टिक लाइफ इज नेचुरल. ओके, लग्जरी, और उस टाइम बोल रहे थे कि मटेरियलिज्म काइमेरा है, यूपीएससी ने बोला था मटेरियलिज्म इज अ इल्यूजन. यहां पे बोल रहे लग्जरी इज अ आर्टिफिशियल पॉवर्टी, लग्जरी विल कीप यू पुअर. और अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैंने मेरे मेंटरशिप बैच के स्टूडेंट को यही लाइन पे ऐसे दिया था, दैट रियल वेल्थ ओके इज अ फ्रीडम, ओके, फ्रीडम ऑफ चॉइस. अगर आप वेल्थ कमाने के चक्कर में पूरी जिंदगी उसमें अटक गए एंड यू कुड नेवर लिव योर लाइफ, नेवर परस्यू योर हॉबी, नेवर कुड रोम द वर्ल्ड, एंजॉय वट एवर यू वांट टू डू इन लाइफ, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ यू स्पेंड अर्निंग वेल्थ टू buy things that you don't even need. Okay, behind those artificial luxuries, okay, then luxury is a artificial poverty. अब ये जो ऐसे है ना गाइस, ओके, मैंने मेरे एसी एथिक्स के लेक्चर में बहुत बार कहीं पे ये मेंशन किया था मटेरियलिज्म के आर्गुमेंट में कि ये ऐसे यूपीएससी ने बहुत लॉजिकल पूछा है. व्हाई? बिकॉज कुछ साल पहले, नॉट कुछ साल, पिछले साल ही एक कंपनी ने एक न्यूयॉर्क में एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया. वहां पे एक बहुत लग्जरी पॉश एरिया में दे टुक वन शोरूम, और उन्होंने क्या किया, उस शोरूम में दे लाइक इनवाइटेड लॉट ऑफ बिग सेलिब्रिटीज, वेरी रिच पीपल, और ऐसे इल्यूजन क्रिएट किया कि दिस इज अ न्यू ब्रांड इन द मार्केट. ओके, नया लाइक जारा और नया वेरी हाई एंड ब्रांड इज देयर, और उन्होंने बहुत सस्ते स्ट्रीट से जो चीजें खरीदी थी, पर्स वगैरह, उन पे अपने लेबल लगा दिए, और $100-200 के जो पर्सेस वगैरह थी वो $5,000-6,000 में बेच दी, और लोगों ने खरीदे. $100-200 के जो शूज थे उन्होंने $2,000 में, और ब्रांड के नाम पे लोगों ने वो खरीदे. ओके, और बाद में वो सोशल एक्सपेरिमेंट था, बाद में दे स्टॉप्ड ऑल दोस पीपल, टोल्ड देम कि हाउ लग्जरी इज अ मिथ, ओके, आर्टिफिशियल it's not a reality, it's artificial myth created. और उसी के पीछे भागते भागते how we spend our life, okay, and that actually keeping us poor. We don't run behind actual pleasures of life. और इस लाइन पे you should be dealing with this essay. And if you live self satisfied life, तो जिन्होंने मेरे इथिक्स के लेक्चर किए थे उसमें यूडाइमोनिया का जो टॉपिक था उसमें भी आई हैव डिस्कस लॉट अबाउट दिस, कि इफ यू गेट रीड ऑफ मटेरियल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ योर लाइफ, जो गांधी ने बोला था सबलाइम क्वालिटीज, ओके, सिंपल लिविंग इज हाई थिंकिंग, यू विल बी एबल टू चैनलाइज योर एनर्जीज डूइंग समथिंग वेरी प्रोडक्टिव, एंड कंटेनमेंट इज नेचुरल. अब नेचुरल एस्पेक्ट यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन इन एसे कि दिस इज अ नेचुरल वे ऑफ लाइफ, बिकॉज मटेरियलिज्म इज अ काइमेरा, इल्यूजन, luxury is illusion, and it was not going to make you happy. Material reality will never satisfy your desires. तो यहाँ पे चारवाक की जो theory है उसके advantage disadvantages you have to discuss. So this essay also guys was very straightforward and awesome essay that you could have written. So all essay topics were very manageable. Okay, students could write at least something. कुछ पिछले 2-3 साल से the kind of essay paper they were asking was very difficult. So now what I would write more in detail among those essays that I will discuss with you. So we'll begin with section A, truth knows no color. So guys, truth knows no color. So in this essay you should begin actually with the first defining these both the terms. What do you understand by truth here? Okay, and then what do you understand by color? So color is not literally the color aspect. Obviously color means your personal opinion, biases, prejudices, stereotypes, subjective understanding of reality. And so here objective truth. Now truth knows no color means truth is free, the real truth, the absolute truth, the ultimate truth, that is always free from personal biases, prejudices. What people believe in doesn't matter. Truth is always self-sustaining. Truth needs no support. Okay, truth is self-evident, self-sustaining. Okay, and that's why truth is truth, and it needs no external support, justification also. Okay, truth stands alone and it is self-sustaining. So then in the beginning you should define what do you understand by truth, what do you understand by color. And truth may be, then truth when is not based on color means indirectly it is pointing to objective reality and subjective reality, and reality is always objective. Our perception distort reality, creates subjective reality, but that's not the truth. The real truth, when we say truth, it has to be the objective one, then only it can be called as a truth. If it is not objective, it will never be called as a truth. So basically first define objective truth, no subjective opinion, biases, etc. So unbiased presentation of reality is what it means to be truth. Okay, then unbiased representation of reality, usme then impartial truth. Okay, then truth is impartial. Your nation, region, caste, community can't define truth, can't have a claim over truth. Okay, truth is impartial. The way it is, it appears to everyone. Even if it doesn't appear to everyone the same way, doesn't matter. Truth is a truth. Okay, and it is self-sustaining, it is self-evident. So truth is impartial truth. Then uske baad, then universal truth. Now truths are universal, truth are beyond culture, beyond language. So pehle 100-150 word essay mein I will only define, okay, what is truth, the objective truth, universal truth, impartial aspect of truth, why, and once you define that, then you can easily make argument why it is then separate from a color, that is biases, stereotypes, prejudices. It goes beyond our whims, fancies. And so universal truth, that is beyond culture and language. So truth means, the objective truth is a evident reality. So truth never colored by, or truth knows no color, means because truth is a evident reality, the way it is, evidences. So in science what matters is the evidences, the facts. Truth is only based on facts, people's opinion, okay, people's expectation doesn't change the evident reality. And finding that reality is what is more important. Now this aspect is very important in science, because in science even what scientists believes, this is what we call confirmation bias. Most of the experiment में they try to prove that what they expect कि world कैसा होगा, experiment का जो result है वो उनके expectation के angle से आए. Most of the people try to prove their theories, okay, to prove their hypothesis. But no, truth is truth. You need to keep, okay, your biases, the colors aside, and whatever the objective truth is, the evident reality, the factual reality, and that truth which is universal reality, that you should be only discovering. So ये से science के angle से देखेंगे तो truth has no colors. But as I told you, you can write 300-400 words in the essay that truth is colored, okay, by truth also have a color, philosophical truth, because it is biased by our society, culture, upbringing, values, etc. So truth is, and then truth is self-sustaining, self-evident. It needs no color. Okay, it's as it is. It doesn't need your acceptance also, social acceptance. Okay, whether you accept it or not, earth is round and will remain round. Okay, doesn't matter what many religions said, earth is flat, etc. Okay, earth is a round, is a self-evident, self-sustaining truth. And even many scientists, Galileo, Copernicus, etc., they proved earth is round, Magellan and all those people. But even if they don't prove it, truth remains truth, earth remains round. So truth is a self-evident, self-sustaining reality, and that remains same for all. It is universal, absolute, okay, and doesn't matter what opinion, beliefs, expectation, perceptions are. Truth is totally colorless, not colored by all those things. This is the core argument of your essay. And see, most of the time what students they do, they will keep on writing example, screwing up the entire essay, debate the philosophy guides. Example is you should be using only for a support. So truth is independent of appearances, okay, expectations, and truth is independent of conditioned perceptions. How you have been conditioned. अब बचपन से आपको बोला earth is flat, धर्म में लिखा है earth is flat. Doesn't matter what you have been told, okay, what your conditioned perceptions are. Crores of people believed earth is flat doesn't make earth flat. Whatever your conditioned perceptions are, whatever your appearances are, expectations are, truth is beyond that. Okay, truth is that indivisible construct, okay, that it is there and that we have to just accept it, okay, at a face value. It is a evident reality, it's a factual reality the way it appears. Now but philosophical truths can be colored. That argument you can use 300-400 words. You don't have to agree with this essay, because on very solid ground you can disagree, but then you have to explain that truths are of two types: scientific truth and philosophical truth. And in my essay lecture I have discussed this in very much detail, and UPSC has already asked essay on this aspect about truth. I don't remember the topic, so that topic when I discuss wisdom finds truth. The essay topic was wisdom find truth. So there types of wisdom and then types of truths. So there two types of truth exist: scientific, philosophical. Philosophical truths, okay, what Gandhi talks, God is truth and truth is God. But even in that aspect, Gandhi was telling what religions believe doesn't matter. The absolute reality, the real God, if it is up there, okay, that truth is there, then it is not colored by our religions, our beliefs, our perception. The real God, okay, the real that creator, if it is up there, it will be totally, okay, different reality. So Gandhi was also saying from that aspect. But philosophical truth is about morality, ethics के angle से. And ethics के angle से truths, are they colored by colors, by personal feelings? Yes, to a great extent, because the ethics subject came out of human will. So philosophical truths came out of our opinion. Buddha's opinion become Buddhism का truth. Mahavira's opinion become Jainism का truth. Okay, Bentham Kant's opinions become utilitarianism, deontology का truth. So it was their opinion. It was colored by their thinking. And so philosophical truths में, okay, one evident objective reality doesn't exist. So philosophy में you have two types of truth: absolute as well as relative, objective as well as subjective truth. People's opinion do matter. Okay, philosophical truths are do colored by feelings. ये बहुत solid argument है. So 40-50 words you should talk about that. So there you can then use, after discussing this philosophy, you can use some example like moral, social, cultural, national, political relativism. Social truths, okay, they are based on social reality, social conditioning. So taking care of old parent is a culturally moral, relatively moral truth. Same way आपका national truths, what nations believe right and wrong, what political ideologies believe right and wrong, capitalism, communism, socialism, etc. So lot of moral truths are colored by people's opinion, their national, cultural background, social background, etc. Okay, so India is dominated by Hinduism, and Hindu philosophy mein there was never one God, there was never one religion. It was polytheism. You can worship nature, you can worship idol, you can worship all different gods. Automatically it makes Indian culture very integrative, very tolerant, okay, which respected diversity. And so India may relative truths dominate more than one God, one idea, absolute truths. So that way you can talk about. And then you can also discuss moral subjectivity. So in ethics lecture we have discussed in my app courses. You will find link in the description for my app course. Objective truth and subjective truth. Don't do corruption. Corruption is wrong, okay, and it is objectively wrong. So corruption is objectively and universally wrong. It is not colored by what you feel, right and wrong. But lying or not lying is a subjective truth. Okay, sometimes lying is good. Narova Kunjarova, what Yudhishthir told Dronacharya. Okay, truth was colored by the consequences, and so that way subjective reality. Ki smaller lies are okay, bigger lies should not be spoken, etc. So philosophical truths are definitely colored by are colored. So colored by stereotype, prejudices, social upbringing, cultural conditioning. So colored truths are colored. So colored truths means what? तो उसमें आपको 101 word ये भी define करना पड़ेगा, and then you can disagree with the essay. Then advantages of such a segregation. Then coming back to original topic, if we separate truth from color, what will happen from our biases, opinion? Then science के angle में there will be great discoveries will happen. Okay, societies will do the brainstorming. They will keep their stereotype, prejudices aside, and we will be able to reach the ultimate truth. जैसे John Locke came up with fundamental rights का theory, etc. Gandhian ideas like Satyagraha, etc. We will discover philosophical as well as scientifically, a very awesome, objective, universally applicable truth, which everyone in society will accept then, irrespective of your caste, class, culture, etc. These truths will be applicable when we separate them from the color, and how its social acceptance of truth will increase, and we will find the reality, okay, the way it is, it will appear to us, and we will be able to reach ultimate truth, discover ultimate truth, whether scientifically or philosophically. Disadvantage of coloring truth with color. Okay, so truth में अगर हम biases लाने लगे, we try to modify truths, उससे क्या होगा? Now understand, जो यूरोपियन रेनेसांस हुआ, science was totally destroyed there. Okay, science was not accepted, science never got discovered, invented. लेकिन जब we removed what religion says from a science, पिछले 100 साल में देखो how much we advanced in medical science में, the amount of this mobilization happened in medical field, etc. Okay, the way physics got advanced, the way technology got advanced. So if we bring biases, okay, how it will cost us. Okay, तो फिर कोई भी like leprosy, curse of God, truth को भी कलर कर दिया है, leprosy का कोई रीजन है, find it out, cure the people. So when we don't, if you are not able to detach truth from color, how dangerous it could be. So discuss that, what it means, and then give some example in support. और उसके बाद then conclude with the solution, how to separate truth from color, how you will teach society, teach people how to separate the truth from the color. So schooling से ही how people should understand, find their biases, separate their biases from reality, how to know that this is my conditioning, this is my cultural bias that is influencing me, this is my religious belief that is influencing me, and how from my decisions I should separate this. So try to judge without being judgmental. Person who knows this will able to separate color from the truth. And so conclude with the solution, how to separate truth from the color. So on this line, अब इसमें क्या क्या सब पॉइंट आएंगे, I will upload separate lecture on my essay app course later on. Okay, so अभी just basic overview of this essay, क्या लिखना था, यही philosophical essay लिखो guys. अब बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स इसको भी पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक, वो अननेसेसरली पेस्टल अप्रोच लगा देंगे, पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, हर एंगल से दे विल ट्राई टू राइट, और फिर ये अप्रोच करने जाते हैं और कोई एग्जाम्पल ही डाल देंगे पूरे 400-500 वर्ड. दैट इज वेरी होपलेस वे टू राइट ऐसे. और मोस्ट ऑफ द कोचिंग में फिर ये पेस्टल अप्रोच ही सिखा के रुक जाते हैं. अरे भाई हर जगह पे पेस्टल अप्रोच नहीं आता, यहाँ पे 2 ही अप्रोचेस, साइंस एंड फिलोसॉफी, दैट्स इट. उसी एंगल पे पूरा ऐसे डिबेट करो, एंड फिर बच्चे ऐसा कुछ स्ट्रेच करके आर्ग्यूमेंट लिख देते हैं, एंड इट कॉस्ट देम वेरी बैडली. सो कीप दैट इन माइंड. देन सुप्रीम आर्ट ऑफ वॉर इज टू सबड्यू द एनिमी विदाउट फाइटिंग. अब ये ऐसे भी ऑब्वियसली पहलगाम बैटल, यूक्रेन रशिया और वॉर इस बैकग्राउंड से आया. सो सुप्रीम आर्ट ऑफ वॉर इज सबड्यू द एनिमी, दैट डिफीट हिम विदाउट फिजिकल पावर. ओके, देन उसमें बहुत सारे एंगल पे यू कैन टैकल दिस ऐसे, प्रोपेगेंडा क्रिएशन, इंफॉर्मेशन कैंपेन, मैनेजिंग सोशल मीडिया नैरेटिव्स एटसेट्रा, यूजिंग आइसोलेशनिस्ट पॉलिसीज, इकोनॉमिक सैंक्शंस एटसेट्रा, और क्रिएटिंग इवन फियर, okay, like even mobilizing troops etc, creating a extreme fear in the country's citizen के mind में etc. Okay, and that way how you can neutralize the enemy nation. Most of the students would have written this and would have got screwed. अब ये थोड़ा political science orientation का, polity economics का ऐसे, I will not go in detail. इसका तो आपको कहीं पे भी मिल जाएगा ऐसे कैसे लिखना है. I will focus on more difficult philosophical essays. Then thought finds a world and creates one also. Now I already told you, thought finds a world. तो इसमें thoughts create, like जो बुद्धा का कोट था, man is product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes. इंसान वही बन जाता है जो वो सोचता है वो है. Our thoughts shapes our actions, with actions we shape, create, recreate world. So बुद्धा का जो प्रतीत समुत्पाद, इंटरडिपेंडेंट कोरिजिनेशन का थ्योरी था, that applies here. You can use it somewhere in philosophy. And उसमें thought finds a world. Okay, karmic theory, that our karmas keep shaping the world around us. We create the world. So we are, बुद्धा का एक कोट भी है उसी लाइन पे कि we are what we think. With our thoughts we create the world. ये जो बुद्धा का कोट है, I will start my essay with one such a quote. और उसमें फिर okay, थॉट्स फाइंड्स अ वर्ल्ड, आई टोल्ड यू उसके दो एंगल है. थॉट फाइंड्स अ वर्ल्ड मींस विथ इन थॉट वी इमेजिन, वी क्रिएट अ वर्ल्ड, जैसे गांधी ने किया कि वी आर गोइंग टू फाइट ब्रिटिश एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंडिया वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट, दैट आइडियल इंडिया, ओके, सिविल इंडिया, डेमोक्रेटिक इंडिया. विथ थॉट ही क्रिएटेड दैट आइडियल वर्ल्ड. बट उसके बाद जस्ट आइडियाज का क्रिएशन गाइस इज नॉट अ बिग डील. आइडियाज तो आपको किलो भर में मिल जाएंगे सड़क पे, ओके. अब इकोनॉमिक एंगल में भी बहुत सारे लोगों के पास बहुत आइडियाज है बिजनेस की, ओके. तो दे इमेजिन द वर्ल्ड, ऐसा कोई वर्ल्ड हम क्रिएट कर देंगे, लेकिन भाई आइडियाज इकोनॉमिक्स में किलो के भाव में मिलेंगे आपको लिटरली. वो आइडिया को रियलिटी बनाना दैट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, और वो जो कर पाए दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. तो आपका हाफ एसे इस पे होना चाहिए कि हाउ योर थॉट्स क्रिएट अ वर्ल्ड, एंड हाफ ऑफ योर एसे यू शुड बी डिस्कसिंग हाउ योर देन आइडियाज दैट यू थॉट अबाउट क्रिएटिंग अ वर्ल्ड, वो आइडिया को इंप्लीमेंट करके हाउ यू कैन एक्चुअली क्रिएट दैट वर्ल्ड. ये जिसको आता है ना, दे आर द लिटरली मास्टर पीपल. एंड सो हाफ ऑफ द एसे शुड बी ऑन दिस आर्ग्यूमेंट कि जस्ट आइडियलाइजिंग imagination is not important. You should be able to turn imagination into reality, is into ought, okay. You should be able to reach that ought world. You should be able to turn your discovery into innovation, okay. That is also important aspect. So ऐसे में कितना critical analysis करो, that three argument that you need to deal in this. कि thoughts find a world, तो find के दो meaning मैं लूंगा यहाँ पे. One was कि literally we imagine idealistic world, और द वे वर्ल्ड इज रियलिटी में, द रियलिटी में जैसी दुनिया है, ओके, सिर्फ हम थॉट्स, ओके, फाइंड कि क्या चल रहा है दुनिया में, हाउ न्यूक्लियर साइंस वर्क, हाउ रेडियो एक्टिविटी वर्क्स, हाउ दिस सनलाइट कम्स टू अर्थ, हाउ प्लांट्स ग्रो, व्हाट इज जेनेटिक्स, ओके, हाउ हमारा डीएनए, डिजीजेस, एवरीथिंग इज ट्रांसफरिंग, व्हाट इज माइटोसिस, मियोसिस, हाउ न्यू जनरेशन गेट्स क्रिएटेड. ये सारा समझ के देन व्हेन यू क्रिएट आईवीएफ टेक्नोलॉजी, ओके, व्हेन यू क्रिएट अ सोलर पैनल्स, व्हेन यू क्रिएट ऑल दिस, ओके, यू क्रिएट द वर्ल्ड. तो दो एंगल पे आई विल डिस्कस ऐसे कि फाइंडिंग मीन्स लिटरली फाइंडिंग वर्किंग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, या इमेजिनिंग द न्यू वर्ल्ड फिलोसॉफिकल लेवल पे आइडियल वर्ल्ड, और दोनों को फिर रियलिटी कैसे बनाना, ओके, हाउ टू टर्न देम इनटू कॉन्क्रीट रियलिटी दैट शेप्स द वर्ल्ड, ओके. तो गांधी ने सिर्फ डेमोक्रेटिक इंडिया, सिविलाइज इंडिया चाहिए, ऐसा सिविल इंडिया, गांधी डिड नॉट ओनली इमेजिन, Gandhi also tried to create that world through his own efforts by satyagraha, practicing satyagraha in his own life, teaching people satyagraha, living his life, fighting national struggle, teaching people, finally creating that social political reality. Same way, okay, scientists, they discover the world, try to understand the working of the world, and then not only they turn hypothesis into theory, okay, discover, but after that theories or discoveries, they try to apply, turning them into innovations and create the world. वरना सिर्फ रेडियोएक्टिव पढ़ के फायदा क्या है जब यू कैंट क्योर द कैंसर, जेनेटिक्स पढ़ के फायदा क्या इफ यू डोंट हैव द आईवीएफ एंड अदर टेक्नोलॉजीज, ओके, या बायोलॉजी पढ़ के फायदा क्या इफ यू कांट सेव पीपल्स लाइव्स, इफ यू कांट क्रिएट द बेटर वर्ल्ड आउट ऑफ इट. सो दो एंगल पे इट्स सच अ ऑसम एसे, ब्यूटीफुल एसे दैट यू कुड राइट, ओके. सो थॉट्स, तो इनिशियली डिफाइन थॉट्स मीन्स इमेजिन द आइडियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड. And then not all thoughts are implementable, okay, and thoughts are not all implementable. ये दो aspect पे ऐसे how to deal. So ideation not enough, turning reality, that ideas into reality, that is most significant aspect. ये भी ऐसे में आपको 300-400 वर्ड, क्योंकि हाफ ऐसे है. Thoughts finds world and लिखा है ना, तो आधा वेटेज इसको होना ही चाहिए, create the world. So ideation is not enough, turning reality is important, and bridging is-ought gap with pragmatic solution. Okay, so ethics may be what is happening in society. We discussed is-ought gap of morality in our app courses. Okay, link is given in the description. Okay, so there is-ought gap of morality. So ethics may what is happening doesn't matter. What ought to be there. So you create an ideal world, and you should be able to create that world, and you should be able to bridge that is-ought gap. That is more important. सिर्फ imagine कर रहे हो ऐसा दुनिया हो, ऐसी दुनिया हो जिसमें सारे लोग समान हो. Can you able to create that equal world? That is important. ऐसी दुनिया हो जहां पे सबके यूनिवर्सल राइट प्रोटेक्ट हो. Can you able to create world जिसमें सबके यूनिवर्सल राइट प्रोटेक्ट हो? And so वो जो इससे ऑट वर्ल्ड को जाना, that is means human rights, ग्लोबलाइज वर्ल्ड, कि हमने इमेजिन तो किया कि वर्ल्ड ग्लोबलाइज होना चाहिए, सारे लोग इंटरकनेक्टेड हो, वी शुड बी वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, वन वर्ल्ड. अब ये एग्जाम्पल यूज करो सपोर्ट में. डोंट मेक एग्जाम्पल योर एसे, राइट ओनली इन सपोर्ट. ग्लोबलाइज वर्ल्ड बने. नाउ वी आर ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट दैट वर्ल्ड. वी आर टेकिंग स्टेप्स. Technologically we are connecting world, economically we are connecting world, with tourism etc we are connecting world, and why we are trying to create that globalized world. Same way Gandhian thoughts, okay, and with his thought he came up with satyagraha, created new socio-political order. Then and ये जो कोट था कि man is product of his thoughts, what he thinks, okay, shapes the world. इसमें फिर मैं कोई केस स्टडी अप्रोच भी यूज करूंगा सो एक वर्ड में कि डिस्कवरी इनोवेशन गैप. So discovery innovation gap that I already told you. So like nuclear science and nuclear weapons and how you could bridge the two. फिर उसके बाद guys only humans are capable of abstract thinking. Now इस पे मैं अलग से थोड़ा एक dimension add करूंगा कि thoughts create the world. Now see ये जो सारे animals है they are only live in a objective reality. Okay, objective reality means आप ये जो है कि किसी चिंपांजी को यू कांट यू ऑफर बनाना ही विल टेक इट. यू कांट ऑफर हिम अ करेंसी का नोट, ही विल नेवर एक्सेप्ट इट. किसी चिंपांजी के हाथ में बनाना है एंड यू ट्राई टू एक्सचेंज इट फॉर अ करेंसी, ही विल नेवर. बट ह्यूमंस एक्सचेंज दैट. वी आर ओनली कैपेबल ऑफ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट थिंकिंग, सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी. ओनली वी गो बियॉन्ड अ वर्ल्ड, ऑब्जेक्टिव वर्ल्ड, इनटू इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड, abstract reality, and only because of that we are capable of creating, imagining a world and creating a world which may not be objective reality now. Okay, so for example John Locke, when he gave the idea of human right, it was impossible to imagine. दुनिया में horrible human right का violation हो रहा था. Okay, and he imagined a world where human rights will be protected, and automatically now we have constitutions and we are trying to create that world. लेकिन कुत्तों में कभी आपने देखा है क्या कि कुत्ते एक दूसरे के साथ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ह्यूमन राइट का कोई पॉलिसी होना चाहिए, हम एक दूसरे को ही काट रहे हैं, मार रहे हैं. एनिमल्स आर नॉट कैपेबल ऑफ दैट. ओनली ह्यूमंस आर यूनिक पीपल हु आर कैपेबल ऑफ, ओके, डूइंग दैट एब्स्ट्रैक्ट थिंकिंग, डूइंग दैट थिंकिंग बियॉन्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी, डू इमेजिनेटिव थिंकिंग, क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, एंड विद दैट क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग वी create that idealistic world, try to, and accordingly we should be able to shape that. And then not all thoughts shape the world. Okay, बहुत सारे thoughts आए भी, not all got shape the world. Some तो बहुत disasters भी थे, fascism वगैरह के thoughts. So which thoughts turned into reality? Imagination में तो बहुत सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं. Okay, तो उसके लिए दो चीजें हैं. Social acceptance भी होना चाहिए उस truths का to little extent, and secondly thoughts should be, okay, बहुत ahead of time हो, then also they won't be able to shape the world. Okay, so they should be like, you should have be like incremental approach to create the world. बहुत radical thoughts हो, it will be very difficult even for a society. Like women reform, पहले सती बंद की, फिर विडो रीमैरेज अलाउ किया, फिर women's education अलाउ किया, मैरिज एज बढ़ा दिया, फिर हिंदू कोड बिल आया, फिर डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस, डाउरीज के लॉज आए. स्लोली वी आर रीचिंग और क्रिएटिंग द फेमिनिस्ट वर्ल्ड. So social acceptance के साथ slowly gradually we should be able to create, otherwise most of the thoughts will not turn into reality. And secondly, okay, then if not all thoughts shape the world, okay, why, ये भी discuss करो. then उसमें then conclude कि फिर this imagination, creating ideal world, या trying to understand, discover and innovate new things, what you need is the thoughts come, and when we discuss thoughts, then when we means thought means beginning में definition में ये भी लिखो कि thoughts find a world. So thought कौन कौन से अलग अलग टाइप के होते हैं? Divergent thinking, convergent thinking, analytical thinking, creative thinking, etc. So with these thoughts, okay, we shape the world, find the world. तो फिर how to inculcate this thoughtful thinking, creative thinking, उस पे थोड़ा बहुत solution लिख के you can conclude, and everyone try to innovate, think how we can change the world. So इस एंगल पे यू कैन डिस्कस दिस एंटायर एसे. फिर इसके बाद का जो एसे था, वेरी लवली एसे. आई वुड हैव रिटन दिस, अगर पहला ट्रूथ का नहीं होता तो आई वुड हैव चोजन दिस एसे. वेरी इजीली यू कुड कम्युनिकेट, और लगेगा बहुत इजी एसे का टॉपिक है. बेस्ट लेसन्स आर लर्न थ्रू बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस. यस, अगर सिर्फ आप इसी कोर आर्ग्यूमेंट को डील करोगे तो फिर इजी लगेगा और लिख पाओगे. लेकिन इसके अलावा अगर आपको एनरिच करना है, यू वांट एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स, तो बहुत सारे डायमेंशंस है दैट यू शुड फोकस ऑन, यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन. तो उसमें फिर इस ऐसे का इंट्रो जो मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया, जैसे मैंने ऐसे पढ़ा मेरे दिमाग में यही लाइन्स आई कि वर्षों तक वन में घूम घूम बाधा विघ्नों को चूम चूम, सधूप धाम पानी पत्थर पांडव आए कुछ और निखर, सौभाग्य न सब दिन सोता है देखे आगे क्या होता है। सो अब ये जो है बेस्ट लेसन्स आर लर्न थ्रू बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस। सो फर्स्ट डिफाइन व्हाट वी मीन बाय बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस। एक 50-60 वर्ड में उसका डेफिनेशन डिफाइन करो कि हार्डशिप, मिस्टेक, फेल्यूर्स, सफरिंग्स दैट वी एक्सपीरियंस इन आवर लाइफ। देन उसके बाद लर्निंग फ्रॉम एक्सपीरियंसेस। नाउ डिस्कस दिस दैट इट इज ओनली ह्यूमन एबिलिटी दैट वी कैन लर्न फ्रॉम आवर एक्सपीरियंसेस बिकॉज वी आर कैपेबल ऑफ इमेजिनेटिव थॉट, एनोलॉजी, इन्फरेंस ड्राइंग, okay, syllogism. Only humans are capable of, animals are not. So we can learn more from others' experiences or even our own experiences, bitter experiences. Only it's a unique human ability, and that's why this essay then becomes more important, because only humans are able to learn lessons from bitter experiences. We should do so. तो automatically then next logic आता है essay में 100 word you have to write. If you don't learn from bitter experiences, what will be disadvantage? If we learn from bitter experiences, what will be the advantage? Then उसके बाद automatically question comes that best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Fine, yes, what is bitter experiences? And only human can learn. Then who can learn from bitter experiences? इस पे 100-200 वर्ड लिखो. Can everyone capable of learning from bitter experiences? No. Many people keep repeating same mistake. Then who are capable of learning from their bitter experiences? So those people who have adaptive mentality, dynamic personality, those who have resilience, who face fear of failure, who accept failure and move on, okay, who are stoic, sthita prajna, and those who have humility to accept the bitter experiences, failure as it is at a face value, try to learn from them, okay, do the introspection what went wrong and go to the next stage. So bitter experience, अब प्रीलियम बहुत महंगी पड़ गई, फेल हो गए, ओके, मेंस बहुत महंगी पड़ गई, फेल हो गए, ओके, एंड बिटर एक्सपीरियंस इफ यू डोंट लर्न, देन हु कैन एबल टू लर्न? दोज हु विल आर स्टोइक, हुज इमोशंस आर इन कंट्रोल, हु आर इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट, ओके, हु विल नॉट लेट एंजाइटी, बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस rob their rational thinking, and they will be, and who don't fear the failure, fail to fail, I am ready to face the bitter experiences. Stoic people, they will then introspect, they will be adapt, they will dynamically evolve and move on, and they will then develop best lessons. चलो ये तो समझ में आया. Then who will learn? But if people don't learn, failure of not learning for bitter experiences, by bitter experiences सीखो, okay, और अगर ये नहीं कर रहे, then you will be wasting lot of your time, energy, resources doing same mistake again, and that can even cost you your life. अब इस पे आप बहुत ज्यादा लेवल पे, here you can use some pestle approach if you want. Politically, if nation doesn't learn from its mistakes, if a society doesn't learn from historical mistakes, culture doesn't learn from historical mistakes, you as an individual doesn't learn from your individual mistakes, economically company doesn't learn from its own mistakes, okay, you can use pestle approach here, okay, technologically if society doesn't learn from failures, technological mistake etc., then how it can very badly cost us. फिर उसके बाद advantage of learning from bitter experiences, and if you learn from bitter experiences, there will be a progress, there will be growth, there will be evolution, okay, we will not waste time, cost, labor doing same wrong things again and again, okay, and we will be more productive. तो इस पे फिर 101 वर्ड लिखो ऐसे में. फिर उसके बाद then disagree with this और थोड़ा आउट ऑफ बॉक्स जाके कि बेस्ट लेसन्स आर दे ऑलवेज लर्न फ्रॉम बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस, डू ऑलवेज नीड बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस? भाई सांप काट के समझ पाओगे क्या कि सांप जहरीला होता है? फिर तो कल्याण हो जाएगा. तो भाई सांप काटने से यू डोंट हैव टू लर्न एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस, ओके, एंड यू डोंट नीड ऑलवेज बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस, यू कैन लर्न फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑल्सो ऑफ अदर पीपल ऑल्सो, okay, so you can learn from your own positive experiences. You did charity, you did something good in your life, and how you helped your friend in need and how he helped you back, etc. Lot of lessons you learn from positive experiences. Then you don't have to learn everything from your own experience. So भाई सांप काट के कोई मारा, learn from their mistakes, their experiences. You don't have to have always undergo your own bitter experience. उस पे 50-60 वर्ड लिखो. Then observation learning. Humans are capable of observation learning, learning from other mistakes, imitation learning from other mistakes. You don't have to have a bitter experiences. Bitter experiences are not necessary for the learning. अब ये लिखने के बाद then you can also make argument that learning lessons not enough. Evolution matters. Okay, and see, best lessons are not always learned from योर ओन बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस, यू कैन लर्न फ्रॉम अदर एक्सपीरियंसेस. लेकिन भाई एक्सपीरियंस से लर्न भी कर लिया. यू हैव वेरी इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट पर्सनैलिटी, स्टोइक पर्सनैलिटी, यू लर्न फ्रॉम फेलियर, यू इंट्रोस्पेक्टेड कि भाई पिछले प्रीलिम में क्या गलत हुआ, पिछले मेंस में क्या गलत हुआ, एंड नेक्स्ट टाइम अगेन यू डू द सेम मिस्टेक, okay, and go for the paper doing the same mistake, then obviously it is going to cost you. So what matters is not just, okay, experiencing, having bitter experiencing, introspecting them. You need to learn. So best lessons are learned. वो learned का जो topic है, okay, उस पे focus करो, word पे. Every word you have to write 100-200 words, or all dimension that you can write possibly. So learning lessons not enough, okay, not all bitter experiences, then learning lessons not enough, evolution matter. और उसके बाद guys, not all bitter experiences are good, उससे we learn some best lesson. Some bitter experiences are very horrible. हिटलर का एक्सपीरियंस जो था मैनकाइंड के लिए, okay, it did give learning experience but it was very horrible. So genocides, war, etc. भाई पहलगाम का अटैक होने के बाद आपको समझ में आया कि सिक्योरिटी लैप्स है, और जो 25-26 लोग मरे उनके फैमिलीज के लिए जो मेंटल स्कैर, द पेन, द सफरिंग, आप भले 100 बॉम्ब डाल दो पाकिस्तान पे बाद में, उसका क्या फायदा. सो व्हाई यू डिड नॉट लर्न फ्रॉम द, व्हाई यू हैव टू हैव बिटर एक्सपीरियंस टू लर्न, व्हाई कांट यू हैव अ प्रोएक्टिव थिंकिंग. ओके, सो गवर्नेंस में सिर्फ क्राइम होने के बाद ही सॉल्व करोगे क्या? Why you have reactive policing? Do the proactive governance. So bitter experiences are not always good. Okay, not all bitter experiences teach. Some only scare. They can be very dangerous also. Okay, उस पे so that so word लिखो. And over romanticization of suffering can be dangerous. Okay, one must also learn from reflection, foresight, empathy, think proactively. Don't always learn from bitter experiences. And so प्रिवेंटिव गवर्नेंस और रिएक्टिव गवर्नेंस. तो इस एंगल पे यू कैन राइट सम 100-200 वर्ड्स. सो आपका ऐसे विल बी एक्सट्रीमली मल्टी डायमेंशनल. ओके, सिंपल ऐसे को भी, अब जो सिर्फ उसी एक कोर आर्ग्यूमेंट को पकड़ के लिखेंगे ऐसे कि बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस से कैसे लर्निंग होता है, एंड यू डिड नॉट एक्सप्लोर अदर आर्ग्यूमेंट्स कि भाई बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस आर नॉट नेसेसरी. ओके, हु लर्न्स फ्रॉम बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस, then what are advantages of learning, disadvantages of not learning, then not necessary all learning should come from bitter experiences. Okay, lot of learning can come from observation learning, imitation learning, etc., learning from other experiences, etc., vicarious learning. And along with that, okay, this learning lessons are not enough. You should be able to evolve, adopt, and make something productive out of that learning, okay, that lesson. And then over emphasis on bitter experiences to learn can very badly cost people. So इस एंगल पे आपके 6-7 आर्ग्यूमेंट पे 100-150 वर्ड, वेरी ऑसम, वेल एनालाइज, मल्टी डायमेंशनल ऐसे. अब इस ऐसे में भी आपको कोई पेस्टल अप्रोच डालना है, फोर्सफुली कहीं पे भी इंसर्ट मत करो. एक ही जगह पे पेस्टल अप्रोच हो सकता है. एडवांटेजेस ऑफ लर्निंग फ्रॉम बिटर एक्सपीरियंसेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस, उसमें 2-4 पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमिक, नेशनल एग्जाम्पल लिखो, डिसएडवांटेज में 2-4 लिखो. अदर देन दैट डोंट यूज पेस्टल अप्रोच फोर्सफुली. निबंध को कोई बंद नहीं होता. देयर इज नो फिक्स रूल कि पेस्टल अप्रोच हर जगह पे यूज करना है, मल्टी डायमेंशनल हर जगह पे बनना है. मल्टी डायमेंशनल आप इस तरीके से भी बन सकते हो विदाउट फॉलोइंग दैट सोशल, इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल, हिस्टोरिकल सेम डायमेंशंस अगेन एंड अगेन. ओके, सो दैट्स all for now guys. Thanks for listening about section A. Section B essay I will upload the separate lecture, and I hope you got the basic idea about the essay paper. Okay, and as I told you, okay, you join my Darshanik IAS by Kadam sir YouTube channel. Okay, check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel. Also join my UPSC Ethics 4 Telegram channel to keep updated about my courses or other information, and download my app Darshanik from Google Play App Store. Okay, you will get my comprehensive essay ethics course. They will be your one-stop solution. As I told you, you don't have to study anything else other than these my courses. Link to download the app you will get in the description. So thanks for listening. Stay tuned.